Hi, Geno Pettis Adventures. I'm Geno. These are my adventures. And if it's your first time here, thanks for stopping by. Hit the like, hit the subscribe button, notification bell, share it with a friend. And if you're one of my old timers, good to see you. Thanks for coming back. And this afternoon, I just want to talk to you a little about why I do this. And I'll start off with a little story about me. I had a little farm in New Mexico, and things were going okay, but it was hand to mouth, and I wasn't making very much money. I make $1,000 a month on Social Security. My wife gets $500. $1,500. I had a $700 mortgage payment, $300-400 utilities. Well, wasn't much left to go around, and I got a little worried because I'm getting old. It's harder to work. I mean, I still work. I still do this. I do a few other things also, and I set out to find a better way to save money, to live life and not have to struggle, not have to be cold, not have to scrimp, not have to save, not have to be real frugal. So that's why I do this, so I can teach you that there are options and you have alternatives. So I'll take you over to the second part. So that being said, I'm on a mission here. I live really well on $1,500 a month. I live on about $700 a month and have money left over. And so I'm taking it upon myself. I know for a fact, according to Mr. Google, that there are millions of Social Security recipients that cannot make ends meet at the end of the month, and they're living poor and cold and probably hungry also. And I'd just like to help my fellow Americans out. And why Colombia? Why not? It's safe enough. It's beautiful. It doesn't get cold. It doesn't get real hot. Well, I guess some places do, but for the most part, nothing. So check out the description below, and I've got a few links down there and some things I said in the description that I can help you out. If you've got a friend, if you've got an uncle, if you've got a dad, if you've got a grandpa that's struggling, you might want to turn him on to these videos. And I will try to be more specific and more helpful. It's sometimes I just don't know which direction to go, because I don't want to get too boring with the numbers and that whole thing. But the long and the short of it, and any of you that's been watching my videos long enough will know that it is that you can live here for $225 a month for a rent, and another $50 for room for utilities, and another $200 for food, and another $100 for transport. Seems to me, if you're getting $1,000, that's like $200-300 left over. The hard part is getting here the first time, and I'm all about helping anybody that wants to come down here. If you look at, like I said, you look in the description. I've got some contact stuff there, and feel free to reach out and talk to Geno, because I love it. I mean, I wish somebody had cornered me 15-20 years ago. I could probably saved a lot of money, but I didn't. And I'm 71. As long as the United States doesn't go completely upside down, and I keep getting my check up there at the bank, and the banks don't rob us, it'll all be good. It'll all be good. So I have a plethora of information. I have traveled all my life, and I've traveled to Colombia in the last 4 years probably 7 or 8 times. So I can tell you step by step how to get here. I can tell you what to do after you get here. I can tell you where to stay. I can tell you where not to go. I keep blowing my horn about don't go to Bogota. I read an article this morning where they're actually bringing in troops to try to quell the crime in Bogota. That's just Bogota, and that isn't at the airport, and that isn't at the big hotels. But there is a lot of crime in Bogota. So why would you go? I can't go anyway. It's 8,500 feet. I can't breathe. So when people look at these smaller towns like San Gil, like where we are in this little town, there's probably 5,000 people in El Valle de San Jose, and it's tranquil. People got their doors open. Nobody gives anybody any trouble, and it's wonderful. So my mission is to help you look at a different alternative. Colombia is not for everybody, but it's an alternative. I mean, if you're tired of freezing and if you're tired of being broke, come on down. There's a lot of wonderful women here that they're going begging because their guys are not real shiny. You take an old guy like me that really appreciates a good woman that he can love and they can love him. It's a wonderful thing. It's a wonderful thing to play out your last few years and not do it by yourself. And I know we get grumpy, and I know we get, we lived a long time by ourselves, and God only knows what horrible habits we have. But that's just comes with the game. There's also nice men here for women from the States. So check out the links in the description below. Find yourself a mate, or not, or just come down. I have gone from just renting houses to looking at some of the nicer hotels. Motel's a whole other thing. The nicest hotels that are out here in the country that I actually researched one yesterday. It's a beautiful hotel with a pool, big rooms, big patios, clean, new. I can't say enough about it. A little off the beaten path. And they will give you room and board for $400 a month and do your laundry. I don't know where else on the planet you're going to get that. Room and board and your laundry. And there's even one here in town, in San Gil, that will do it for $225 room and board. It's not a real shiny hotel. Well, the hotel is, the furniture sucks, but the food is good, the rooms are little, and if you just wanted to come hang out a couple of weeks, you can do it for really inexpensive. Really inexpensive. So with all that being said, remember, this is the first day of the rest of your life. And I hope you watched the video long enough to get that. I guess I'll have to put it in the first one. Oh, and let's see if you get this one. On my 15 things that you need to know, that you must know, if you're coming to Colombia, number 16 is your cell phone isn't going to work here. I hope you stayed long enough to hear that. I'll put it in the front of the next one. Anyway, God bless. First day of the rest of your life. See you on the flip side.